What's going on, guys? Synthetic Hydra here, back with another deck profile. This time it was Pokemon, because I played my first Pokemon tournament at Family Game Night in Beckley. I recently started playing again after not playing aside from like a week in like 2013 with like the Darkrai Sableye deck. So this time I got Giratina because he's one of my favorite legendaries. And he's good. I finished 3-1, and I think for my first event it was pretty decent, so I'll take it. Starting off, I played 4 Comfey. Comfey's like the main dude in like the Lost Zone decks, which this is like a Lost variant. You look at your top 2, add 1 hand, put 1 in Lost, so the idea of the deck is that you want to use this, switch this one, use this, and like you just get a big Lost Zone really quick, which there's payoff for, so. Continuing on, I played 3 Giratina V, 3 Giratina. The 3 and 3 line is what I saw Miss List playing, so that's just what I went with. I like him as like the thing that you mix with the Lost cards, since he can out like really big things with a Star Requiem, so versus like VMAX decks, you always have this to just like KO them. And then Lost Impact also is a big attack, so, and he ramps you up to 10 between like if you're at 7 and you ramp up to Lost Impact, he gets you to 9, and then you just need 1 more to get up to 10, which is like the sweet spot because you unlock your Sableye and also the Lost Requiem, or Star Requiem, sorry. But these are the main 2 attackers in Lost Zone decks. Sableye kind of plays cleanup crew in the late game. You put 12 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon however you want. So he can like take 2 KOs on like little things, or like if Cramorant got in damage on like a mid-sized thing, he can like take it out and then take out a little thing. For my final 3, I had 3 1-ofs. The Drapion V is for Mew Genesect primarily, but also against like the new Gardevoir variants that play the V Union Mewtwo. You can save double Mirage Gate for this thing, and then double Mirage Gate and KO it, so that's a thing you can do in that matchup. This is for the mirror primarily for like Radiant Greninja. It also stops like Urshifu and other random things like that. And then Radiant Greninja lets you draw cards, and also he's a good attacker in this deck, since he costs 3. 3's like the sweet spot with the next card I'm going to show you for attacks. Those were my Pokemon. This is like the main payoff. Mirage Gate. If you have 7 or more in your Lost Zone, you get to attach 2 different energies from your deck to your Pokemon. So it just ramps you up to 3 because you can go 2 on 1 and then energy for turn. So that's like the main payoff of the deck. And then for my tutors, I have 4 VIP Pass, 3 Nest Ball, and 1 Heavy Ball. The Heavy Ball is just in case Giratina V gets stranded in your prizes, you can like dig it out with this. This just searches for whatever you need, because like you're almost all basics except V-Star, but does that. And then this is like one of the most stupid cards I've ever seen printed in a game. You can only use it your first turn, and then you search for 2 basics and put them onto the bench. It's kind of just broken, it like gets you set up entirely. I usually get like 1 Comfey, 1 Greninja, if I have an energy in hand, or a couple energy, and then otherwise we'll just get like double Comfey to like start it out. Otherwise it just toolboxes for whatever you need. The next part, and one of the most important parts of the Lost variants, are the switches. I played 3 Rope, 3 Cart, and 2 Switch. Oh, and I guess this counts. Beach Court makes your retreat cost for both players 1 less, so in the mirror it's not very good because it lets them skip out on like having to dedicate energy to retreating. But, I mean, it's good versus other stuff, so. The Switch I was not impressed with. I thought it would come up more switching out my Giratina VMAX, but it actually, in 1 game, was damaging that I didn't have the heal, because this one has to switch out basics, but it heals 30 HP, and in the mirror match, it allowed a Sableye to kill since I had a switch instead of a switch card. So in the future, I will be playing 4 switch cards, and this will probably be the 9th copy, because I also want to play 4 of these. This for like decks that play Klefki. It's an out to Klefki if they don't have 2, so they have to have 2 Klefkis between their active and bench in order to not get outed by this, because Klefki turns off this, it turns off the Cramorant's free attack, it just like turns off a lot of shit, so I want to max out on these and max out on those, and then if I play another copy, I'll play a switch, I guess. And then last was an energy recycler. This is just in the very late game to make sure that your Mirage gates are still online, because it shuffles 5 energies back. Then I played 4 Culver's Experiment. This is like one of the best cards in the deck. You look at your top 5, add 3 to hand, and Lost Zone 2. So on turn 2, if you can like Comfy twice and use this, you can attack with your Cramorant and start getting aggressive. So I like it a lot. I played 2 Boss's Orders, 2 Clara, and a Roxanne. So Roxanne is for when you're like behind, or like versus if they have like a lot of cards in hand and they have 3 prizes or less, you can use it, and then they draw 2 and you draw 6. So it hopefully shuts them off a turn. Clara is like one of your like win con-ish cards, I guess, because typically you'll do like you'll use like Sableye, and then like obviously he's small, so you can get KO'd really easy. So you go like put 12 things on stuff, they'll KO it. Next turn you Clara back these, and then whatever else, and you can play it, attach, and switch, and then do it again. So this is just like your follow-up for like the KO turn, or another KO turn, you know what I mean. Boss's Orders, I like in the Giratina deck a lot. Well, it's good in every deck pretty much, but in Giratina especially, it can just kind of like pick off like whatever you want. So I play 2, and also playing the 2 ofs lets me like freely Lost Zone them to a Comfy, like if I have to early game and not feel bad about it. And we talked about Colress. Finally, for the energy, I just played 4, 4, 4. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. This is only for the Giratina, so this is like the worst one. This is for Greninja mostly. Yeah, I think pretty much just Greninja, because you don't want to put them on the Cramorant. If you have to, you can, and then attack with them. And then this is for Giratina, Sableye, everyone else. So that was the deck profile. I was pretty happy with it. I do want to try a 2-2 line of Giratina in the future, because he's kind of just like terrible in the mirror, and a liability even, so we'll see. I like having him, like access to him, so if I play versus like V-Star decks, I can like KO their stuff really easy. So I don't know, we'll see. I mean, I just started playing, so I'll keep experimenting and playing on TCG Live, and hopefully going to family game night and stuff in Beckley. That was a lot of fun. Appreciate them for hosting, and I had a good time. So until next time, I'll see you later. Ciao.